Hey everyone, how are you doing? I hope you are doing absolutely well. My name is Namo and you are watching Vocabulary Practice with Namo. In today's video, I am just going to talk about how to learn English speaking if you are a beginner. So in this video, whatever I am using it, I just want to make sure that you can understand and you can follow these tips so you can learn how to speak English if you are a beginner. So without taking so much time, let's dive into the video. First of all, just try to understand if you are very initial stage of learning English that you just start in you just take only one day to learn English speaking. In this video I am going to share few tips that really help you a lot. First of all, if you are a beginner, if you want to learn English speaking, if you are initial stage of learning English, you have to follow mirror technique. What is a mirror technique? Mirror technique is that you just need to stand in front of the mirror and speaks. I can understand because if you are in your initial stage of learning English, how can you use mirror technique if you don't know what word you have to speak, if you don't have any words? How can you use mirror technique? So I just want to make it this technique very easy for you that you just need to write, you just need to take a paper and a pen, and you have to take any paragraph from any book, from any news English newspaper, any movie, English movie scene, any English book. You just need to write 8 to 10 lines from that book, from that paper, and you just need to stand in front of the mirror and speaks. You have to watch, you have to saw that paper, and you have to speak English. That is the way that you can start practice English speaking. I know it is not easy for you. How much time you will take? You will take more than 2 or 3 minutes to read that paper, right? So you just need to try do this in a repetitive way that you have to speak like that at least for 3 times. You just need to give yourself, if you are in your initial stage of learning English, only for 10 to 15 minutes. But what you have to do, if you finish to in that 8 or 10 lines in 2 minutes, you just need to repetitive at least practice at least for 5 times. So that is the only way you can consume 10 minutes. That is enough for you if you are in your initial stage of learning English. What you have to do, you have to be consistent at least for 15 to 20 days for taking a note, and you have to speak in front of the mirror. But just remember that when you are using it, that you can speak in front of the mirror very easily than before. You just need to ignore the notes. You now it's time that you have to speak in front of the mirror. And the second things that I have to tell you, now you are thinking what you I have to speak. I just want to tell you, in your home so many things that can help you to speak in front of the mirror. That is, if you have vegetables, try to learn the vegetables name in English. And what you have to do, you have to practice English speaking in front of the mirror. You just need to speak a English name of that vegetables. If you are going in your kitchen, you can find so many spices. What you have to do, you just need to find the English name of that spices, and you have to speak in front of the mirror about that spices, that black pepper, cardamom, and so many things. So that is the only way you can grasp so much English content. Your mind can work properly, and your English speaking practice, it is totally be consistent. So you don't need to think that what you have to speak. If you can see around you, you can find so many content in English, but you just need to take it very seriously. That is the only way you can utilize the technique of mirror technique in a very good way if you are in your initial stage of learning English. And second thing is very important, that you have to listen so much English content. I am not talking about that you have to listen any podcast, always any podcast. No, you can listen any English news, you can listen any English commentary in any sports. You can also watch English cartoon. So many English cartoon you can watch. So because they can use a very simple English, so it is better for you to consume so much English content. But you have to be consistent. You have to do it every single day, because that is the only way you can learn English speaking, because there is no any shortcut. If you want to be fluent in English speaking, there is only one way. You have to practice English speaking. You have to practice speaking in English. That is the only way you can speak English fluently. You can speak English with confidence, and you don't need to be hesitate while speaking English. And one more thing you have to remember, that when you are in your initial stage of learning English, you just don't need to think that if you did any mistake, what is going to be happen. You have to learn from your mistake, but you have to make sure that if you are doing the same mistake it two times or three times, it is okay, but you don't need to be repetitive again and again for doing the same mistake whatever you did before. You have to learn from your mistake. If you are speaking very fast and you are taking pause, you are fumbling, you are disturbing, you just need to remember that next time when you are practicing English speaking, you have to speak slowly, because that is the only way. If you are not learn from your mistake, how can you improve yourself? Everybody can learn from their mistake. That is the only way they can practice everything, not about only English. They can practice every single day to be consistent. If you want to be professional, you have to practice every single day. I just want to tell you, a host, every program host can every program host can doing so much practice. That is the only way. When the event date is came, he grabs so much content for practicing. That is the only way he can make everything proud because of so much practice. So if you are in your initial stage of learning English, you have to practice every single day and try to adopt this technique, because it really helps you if you are a beginner and you don't know how to start. So that's all for in this video. I hope you like my content. If you have any suggestion, if you have any query, just comment me. I try to solve that problem as soon as possible. That's all from in this video. I hope you like my content. If you like, please click the like button, and if you are new, please subscribe my channel, because I always try to make video that is really useful for you. Do take care of yourself. Till then, bye bye. Jai Hind, Jai Bharat.